going over the edge. Anybody been around that really competitive person that you don't like being around when they're really, really competitive? Yes, we all have. Okay, so that's a value of ours. We want to be competitive. We practice it, we identify it, we go head to head with it, and then when it happens, we address it because we're a family and we want to get better. So we never shy away from a conversation about what we want to be, and we're always going to learn from everything. So I think it's very important when you talk about core values. If we live family, smart, aggressive, competitive, committed every day, and we challenge that every day, we are winning the day, which when we start to get out in the ball field, we're going to have a very good process for 7 innings. We were not very good at the beginning of the year. There was no way that our coaching staff would have been like, oh, we're a national championship team. No way, I'm telling you that right now. Elizabeth Mason, who was incredible at the World Series, she couldn't hit a ball to right field to save her life. She could not hit a changeup. Right when it come out of the hand, she'd swing at it probably 3 times before it got to the plate. But that kid every night was in the cages. So my office is right above. It's pretty cool. Like my office, kind of out here in center field. Cages are right here. I can hear when the music starts playing in the cages, and the bat starts hitting the ball. And 9 times out of 10, it was Elizabeth Mason. So she failed and failed and failed and failed and failed, but she was going to put the work in because there was going to be a moment in her career that she was preparing for. So she never gave in to frustration and never gave in to failure because she's part of our family and she's got to keep working to get better. So on her own, and young ladies in here, as you start to get older, you got to learn how to work on your own. There's a part of you that's got to be so gritty and excited about getting in those cages by yourself and figuring it out. Or taking a ball and throwing it against a wall and working your glove work. Because coaches and moms and dads aren't going to be around all the time. And in reality, when the game's on the line, nobody's with you but your teammates. So when Mason's in there at night hitting, like a part of me is really excited because I know that at some point in her career, she's going to have the confidence to be able to take a swing for the team. And that's the coolest thing as a parent and as a coach, is to see when kids work and work and work because they're working for themselves and they're gaining the confidence inside. So when it happens, it's way more self-satisfying. Late fireworks. Way more self-satisfying for her. By the time we got to the World Series, Elizabeth Mason, as a freshman, was sitting pitches and hitting pitches out of the park. She was looking for change-ups. She was looking for rise balls. She was looking for curveballs. She was getting them and she was hitting them. That's impressive for a freshman. But that was going to happen because she was working on her own. Okay? So I think it's really cool that the kids live the values, we understand the values, and then we work the process of it. So when I talk about winning, it's important that they figure out what they're going to win at and how they're going to commit to it. Okay? So I commend you guys for being here tonight because you want to learn and you want to hear a little bit something from our experience. And I've coached for 20 plus years now. I've been at all different levels of coaching, and all I do every year is gain experience and then just try to give it back. I'm not a master of anything, nor will I ever be, and if I ever think I'm a master of something, the game's going to pass me by. I don't know everything. I just spent a couple days ago at the Cubs organization just to learn from Major League Baseball because it's going to help me make Florida State better. Like, I got to continue to learn. You guys have to continue to learn. You have to be put in positions that might be uncomfortable and get comfortable with them. Because there's going to be a time this summer when you guys are in a championship game somewhere and the game's going to be on the line and you're going to be the one at the plate, or you're going to be the one pitching, or you're going to be the one the ground ball's hit to. And that pressure should be a privilege instead of a freak-out moment, because that means there's something on the line. And the more times you get in those situations, the more comfortable you get with them, the better you're going to be. Whether you fail or succeed doesn't really matter. You want to be in those situations. We continue to try to push ourselves to get better and smarter and share and share and share. This game's pretty amazing. Our World Series, the championship on TV, outdrew the Dodgers it outdrew the Cardinals on TV viewership. So when Casey and I played, I have one VHS tape. I think when I played. I don't even know where that's at. I don't know. You probably were on. Did you have more tapes? You really? Yeah. I'm a little bit older than Casey, but so in my lifetime, we are now on national TV on ESPN. Once I turn the reins over and I'm not coaching anymore and someone else takes over, I don't know where this game's going to go, but it's pretty amazing. And I guess who's going to benefit? All you guys. So there's a respect factor to it and playing it and making sure that we push it and make it better and work to make it better. And I think that's the coolest part of our game. ESPN now is running a tournament in Tampa in February, and it's an invite-only tournament. Every game's going to be on TV. Does anybody else know what goes on during February? It's very important to college TV. Basketball. March Madness kind of coming down. Like, that sells a lot of revenue for ESPN, and they're taking a whole weekend off, and they're putting softball on. So you guys are going to see, it's an invite-only tournament. 2 teams from every conference, and Power 5 is coming in to play a tournament down in Tampa that's going to be on TV, and they're going to promote. That's really cool. You guys are seeing some of the best players. I know a lot of you guys said Jessie Warren. You guys know Jessie Warren because she made the catch. And it was a pretty cool catch. But because ACC wasn't on TV, you guys didn't see that by her a lot. She did that a lot. She's really good. That just didn't show up in the World Series. Like, she's really good. She's playing professionally right now. And now that the ACC is going to be on TV, you'll see her. You'd see players like her all the time. That weekend, you're going to see softball at a high level the whole entire weekend. Well, on another channel somewhere, there's going to be some basketball kicking it off. So that's pretty cool. The growth of the game, the commitment, parents, you guys, amazing. Like, we get so stuck in our worlds, our little worlds of Little League and club ball teams and travel and yada yada. But the big picture is, you have an opportunity to play softball at a high level to become this strong, amazing young woman because college gives you the chance to do that. So it's figuring out, where am I going to go to blossom as a player and as a person? Where am I going to go to get a degree that's going to kick me into the real world, because there's not many people that go on to play pro. That's what we're striving for, and that's what's so cool. But as in our little world, sometimes we get caught in the bickering of a lot of things that aren't going right for now. But if you step back and look at the big picture, especially for someone like me and Casey who've been around a long time, softball is kicking some booty, and it's pretty awesome. And it's all of our jobs to make sure that we continue to give to it and keep growing it and keep working. So from our core values, we live our core values every day. Turns into a pretty successful program. Been working, and then we have taken care of some of the recruiting. So right now